Now it's time for election update on web radio Hello Voters, Every Vote Matters. First, the headlines. Election Commission of India organized a virtual conference of Chief Electoral Officers. During the conference, Chief Election Commissioner emphasized on voter-centric services to be delivered swiftly and efficiently. And Atlas on General Elections 2019 released during the conference. Now, election updates in detail. On June 15, 2021, Election Commission of India organized a virtual conference of the Chief Electoral Officers of all the states and UTs. The conference primarily focused on key thematic issues like smooth, efficient and voter-friendly services, updating of the electoral roll, integration of IT applications, extensive voter outreach program, media and communication strategy, expenditure monitoring, legal issues, EVM and VVPAT storage-related infrastructure and training, and capacity building. While addressing the CEOs, Chief Election Commissioner Shri Sushil Chandra stressed the importance of such periodic review meetings for revamping back-end systems so that voter-centric services can be delivered swiftly and efficiently on priority. Shri Chandra also emphasized that CEOs should make sustained year-round efforts to engage with new voters for registration and other services like correction, change of address, etc. for existing voters and awareness of hassle-free facilitation platforms of Election Commission. He reiterated the importance of an updated and error-free electoral roll. Shri Chandra asked the CEOs to share the best practices of the various innovative steps taken by the Polygon states for learning and customization for future elections. During the conference, Election Commissioner Shri Rajiv Kumar in his address said that CEOs of the recently Polygon states should suggest ways of scaling up or integrating their successful best practices such as mobile apps for absentee voters, criminal antecedents and randomization of polling or police personnel. He emphasized that protocols of SOPs for storage and movement of EVMs should be strictly adhered to and monitored by CEOs. He added that CEOs should ensure periodic physical inspection of EVM storage warehouses. Shri Kumar also said that CEOs should send their suggestions and ideas for new reforms to be taken up in the identified verticals being examined by the core committee. Election Commissioner Shri Anup Chandra Pandey commended the CEOs for their constructive suggestions. He said that the non-election period should be utilized by CEOs to consolidate and fill up gaps of manpower resources and infrastructure, plan for communication and awareness activities, and set up training and capacity building as per their state-specific needs. Secretary General Shri Umesh Sinha reminded the CEOs that during the non-election period, the core work of purifying electoral rolls, redressal of grievances of voters, outreach activities for engaging with young and future voters through electoral literacy clubs and other sweep measures, staffing and budgeting matters, training of CEO office teams should be taken up on priority so that CEO offices remain in full readiness for forthcoming elections. Senior DEC Shri Dharmendra Sharma, DECs Shri Sudeep Jain, Shri Chandrabhushan Kumar and Shri Nitesh Vyas also interacted with CEOs on their specific thematic issues. During the conference, Chief Electoral Officers of Assam, Kerala, Tamil Nadu and West Bengal shared their experiences and lessons from conducting elections during the pandemic. The CEOs of Goa, Manipur, Punjab, Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh particularly briefed the Commission about various challenges, innovations and suggestions for upcoming assembly elections in their respective states. During this virtual conference, the Commission also e-launched the Atlas on General Elections 2019. The Atlas encompasses all the data and statistical figures of this monumental event. This atlas includes 42 thematic maps and 90 tables depicting various facets of the elections. The General Election 2019 Atlas serves as an informative and illustrative document that brings to light the nuances of the Indian electoral process. The maps and tables depict information in pictorial manner for better understanding and appreciation of the electoral diversity of the country. The atlas brings out salient features such as data of the 23 states and UTs where women voting percentage was more than the male voting percentage, and also gives you information about the largest parliamentary constituency in terms of electors, candidates and performance of political parties, amongst other parameters. The e-Atlas is available at eci.gov.in/ebooks/eci-atlas/index. These were the election updates. Keep listening to Web Radio. Hello Voters, every vote matters.